Hello everyone, I am Ricky and welcome to today's edition of the Mouse Bites. The Mouse Bites are your latest Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, and Universal Orlando news. Now it's been a bit since we had an update and I apologize, but it's been a crazy week, so I thought we'd get you caught up on the big news stories for the week. So let's dive right in to the fun. And first things first, we're going to start out in California because things are happening at Disneyland. That is because, first of all, Buena Vista Street has reopened for guests. Now, of course, they're only doing outdoor dining right now, but guests can experience the alfresco dining at Carthay Circle Lounge. In addition, they can also experience dining at Award Wieners, as well as Smoke Jumpers Grill. Now, you have to do mobile order in order to be able to dine at those two quick service locations, but at least they are still available to you to dine at. In addition, there are various carts throughout the park that are selling things like popcorn and ice cream and drinks and things like that. So, if you are looking to visit California Adventure at the Buena Vista Street kind of extension of Downtown Disney, you can now do that and dine once again. Now, speaking of California Adventure, they are actually soon going to start kind of a limited time ticketed experience. Now, this is going to start in mid-March, and basically what's going to happen is that the park will be offering a limited time ticketed experience. It will be a specially ticketed opportunity that will focus on the food and beverage offerings from around the resort. It will also offer guests the opportunity to purchase merchandise, as well as see unique but socially distant entertainment experiences. Now, the full details have not been released yet. We will make sure to share those with you as soon as we get them. But what we do know is this opportunity is going to be offered to guests multiple days of the week. Moving over to Walt Disney World, there are a couple of things that the park is doing to celebrate Black History Month, and the first is a brand new exhibit that has debuted. The Soul of Jazz, an American Adventure, has debuted at Epcot in the American Adventure Rotunda. Now, the Soul of Jazz is an exhibit that celebrates the distinctly American art form of jazz music, and guests are going to be able to take its cue, the attraction, or exhibit, I guess I should say, takes its cues from the recent Pixar film Soul, where Joe Gardner, who is the film's main character, helps to share the rich history of jazz music, taking guests on a musical tour of several influential American cities like Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, San Juan, and more. Guests are also going to find unique artifacts that are important to jazz music's history, like Louis Armstrong's trumpet. Now, to create the exhibit, Disney worked with jazz experts and institutions across the country, and this exhibit has debuted. No word on how long it's going to last, though, so just keep in mind that it may be a somewhat temporary exhibit for guests. Also, in celebration of Black History Month, Disney Springs is putting the spotlight on Black culture, as well as African American talent, with its Celebrate Soulfully at Disney Springs event. Here, guests are going to be able to enjoy specialty dishes, art displays, special offerings, music, and more for the entire month of February. For example, there is the Chef D presents a Taste of the Bahamas at the Edison, which is taking place on February 25th. At Amorette's Patisserie, you can pick up a petite cake or two. One celebrates Princess Tiana, the other celebrates Joe Gardner from Pixar's Soul. 3 evenings a week you can celebrate soulfully thanks to a notable artist taking the stage throughout Disney Springs. There's going to be Motown Mondays, Jazz Thursdays, and Smooth Sundays. There's also art displays by emerging Black artists. The artwork was originally developed as part of the Hue Unlimited collection of wearable artwork. The work reflects each artist's interpretation of the film Soul. Inside the Art of Disney, there is an artist spotlight about artist Floyd Norman, Bruce Smith, and Marlon West, which are just some of the talented animators that have worked on Walt Disney Animation Studios films, ranging from The Jungle Book to Hercules to The Princess and the Frog and more. There is shopping opportunities like Bull's Signature Candles, which is located inside Marketplace Co-op. Sephora has made a commitment to dedicate substantial shelf space to in-store diverse companies, and for those looking for merchandise, you can pick up World of Disney has Soul and Princess and the Frog merchandise. There's also Princess and the Frog merchandise at Marketplace Co-op. And finally, Superhero Headquarters has Black Panther must-haves. Moving on to other news, Disney has shared that they have updated their face covering requirements. So for those who are wondering if they've got the COVID vaccine, if they are going to have to wear a face covering when visiting Walt Disney World, for now, yes, you will still need to wear a face covering when visiting the Walt Disney World Resort, as well as the Disneyland Resort. What's new, though, is that face coverings with clear panels are now acceptable so long as they meet certain requirements. Now, these face coverings must have an integrated transparent plastic panel to aid in viewing the wearer's mouth. The face covering must, however, be fabric and include a solid plastic panel containing no openings and is attached to the fabric on all sides, and it must meet all the other face covering requirements. Now, some sad news about Disney Cruise Line. They have actually suspended all of their departures through April. In addition, select Disney Magic and Disney Wonder sailings in May have also been canceled. Of course, Disney Cruise Line is remaining focused on the health and safety of their guests, but also their cast members, and is following CDC guidelines. Sailings have been canceled aboard the Fantasy through April 24th, the Dream through April 30th, the Magic through May 6th, and the Disney Wonder through May 12th. Woo! Moving on, last thing we have for you is Universal. Universal Orlando Resort's Volcano Bay is reopening early. So the water theme park is going to reopen on February 27th. It was originally announced that it was going to open on March 1st. Now, during the park's seasonal closure, the park saw annual routine maintenance that was performed on several attractions. And of course, when the water theme park reopens, it will still keep in mind those health and safety procedures. Key measures including temperature checks for guests and team members, limiting capacity and on attractions as well as the rivers and the pools, and enforcement of social distancing, aggressive cleaning, and disinfectant procedures. What about face masks? They're still required inside restaurants, except when actively eating or drinking, inside retail locations, as well as when entering and exiting the park. Face coverings are not, however, permitted on the slides and in the pools. All right, I told you there was a lot to catch up on, so thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure that you stay updated by following The Mouse for Less on all of our social sites. You have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest. Also, make sure that if you want to book a trip to any of these destinations, you visit our friends at the Magic for Less Travel. They would be more than happy to help you in getting you a free, no obligation quote. Just visit them at themagicforless.com. Also, you can stay up to date with The Mouse for Less in our newsletter. We have 2 different newsletters that you can subscribe to, and you can subscribe by visiting the newsletter link at the top of themouseforless.com. That is going to do it for me today. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and we will see you the next time on The Mouse Bites.